Hi guys, so today I have my monthly favourites video for you. Well, I would say my June favourites, but it's sort of gone past June. So I'm going to do like my favourites at the moment because obviously I haven't really had time to sit down and film a video because like, I've been moving and everything, as I've been saying in like every single video, but I've been really busy. So yeah, I thought I'd finally get down and like film this video for you. First thing I just want to get out the way because I know everyone has mentioned it, and I think I mentioned it in my last favourites as well, but I don't think I'd really used it that much then, is the ABH Modern Renaissance palette, and mine is like battered. That's the only thing with this packaging. Like, I absolutely love the packaging. Like, it feels really nice and it looks really expensive, but it just gets so dirty. Like, look at this. Please ignore my nails. I haven't had time to do them. I'm going to do them later. But as you'll be able to see, the colours, obviously you've probably seen this like thousands of times, but the colours in this are absolutely beautiful. The only colours that I don't really tend to use are Antique Bronze and Venetian Red, which are these two here, like right next to each other. And the reason being is that they're both shimmery, and if I want to use like a shimmery tone, like whether it be on my lid or like whatever, I would prefer it to be like a lighter tone, so say like Vermeer or Primavera. Still can't pronounce any of the names in this apart from Golden Ochre, Burnt Orange, Raw Sienna and like a couple of others. This is a really pretty shade, but I don't know what I'd really do with this shade. I'd more likely use it on like my outer corner or something, but yeah, apart from that I absolutely love this. And as you will see, I've used this shade like loads, and I love this shade Tempera here because although it's more of, it's like, I normally like a white like inner corner highlight or like brow bone highlight, but this is more like, it's got like a very pinky beigey undertone, and it's actually really complementary. Like, it really opens up your inner corner. I have it on my inner corner today, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, and I also have it on my brow bone, but you'd literally think that I've used like a white eyeshadow when it's actually this, and I absolutely love this shade. Yeah, I just love this palette, and if you love warm tones then this is like the perfect palette, and it's only £41. And to be honest, with the quality of the eyeshadows, like they're so blendable and they're so buttery. Let me just swatch this one here. Like, look at that. And like literally every shadow is so pigmented. I've even still got some of that on my finger, but yeah, they're literally so pigmented, as you can see. Whereas with some like shadows, even like sometimes like, well, especially with MAC, they can be very patchy in that, whereas with ABH you really do get what you pay for. And I love the palette as well, and I literally like, even if I haven't been using like some of the shades, like I said, I use like this for my inner corner highlight. I don't know what I'm gonna do when this shade runs out, probably buy the palette again, but yeah, I love that. Next thing I want to mention is brows, and basically, as you'll all know if you used to watch me like last year or the year before, I always used to use the Benefit Browsings, but I actually lost mine when we were moving, and then I found it after I bought like the new one, which, you know, would typically happen. But I got the new Benefit Browsings, and I got mine in the shade 5, which is like a dark brown shade, which is this shade. It's not actually, it doesn't look that dark, but then when you actually apply it like to your brow, it looks a lot like darker. But yeah, I actually quite like this packaging. I find it easier to open because you can just pull this up, and it's easier to find because with the old Benefit Browsings, I'll just show you. With the old Benefit Browsings, as you can see, this is just plain black packaging. Literally the same shade, but I think the wax in this might be a little bit darker. Yeah, it looks a bit darker. But as you're able to see, like this packaging, it's quite nice because it's quite sleek and it looks very sort of classic. But it's a bit boring, and when you're like trying to find your brow products in the morning and you're like half asleep, this one is a lot like easier to find. And obviously with this one you have to like dig your finger in there to like open it. But yeah, I definitely prefer this packaging. Basically the same size. This one's just obviously a little bit bulkier, but again, I find that easier because I find it easier to pick up in the morning. And it also came with like the little brushes and the tweezers, and I don't typically tend to use like those sort of mini brushes because they're, I don't know, I just find them a bit fiddly, and I prefer like my MAC 266 angled brush. But I do actually use the tweezers. I find them really handy, especially if you're like on the go and you're like traveling or whatever. So yeah, and I also like them to just pluck out little little brow hairs like underneath your brows. Another thing from the Benefit, my hair's literally like crazy. Another thing from the Benefit brow, like the new brow stuff, obviously that's like a traditional Benefit brow product, but I picked up, oh yeah, basically I stopped using the Benefit one and then I preferred my eyebrows like a little bit lighter than my hair, whereas before I was doing them really dark, so that's why I went back to the Benefit Browsing Kit. That's what I was trying to get to in the beginning. But yeah, we've gone back to it and I just used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Granite at the like tail of my brow. Anyway, so the next Benefit brow product that I've been using is their new Ready Set Brow, and this is the packaging, and you can actually pick this up in the Marie Curie magazine, I think it is. Yeah. And the magazine itself was like £4, so obviously you're getting this for like £4, where obviously it's meant to be quite pricey, because if you know Benefit, like their brow products especially are quite pricey. Luckily enough, with my browsings, my new browsings, I had a voucher, so I got this and I really like the wand of it. Like, it's this flat wand, but like, as you'll be able to tell, the like bristles are each side, so you can see sort of like get every single brow hair. And I don't know, I really like the concept of this. The like, say if you got too much sort of brow product on one side, you can just sort of tame it with the other side. Like, this side is a lot more, it's a lot longer, like the bristles are a lot longer, and then this side they're shorter. So obviously if you wanted to use this bit here, like the longer side for your front part of your brow, and then the shorter side for like the tail of your brow. So yeah, I really like this, and it actually really holds your eyebrows in place. It's actually taken me quite a lot to not use my Anastasia clear brow gel, but I actually really do like this. And I don't know if I like it just as much as that, because that literally like holds your eyebrows in place all day, and I haven't really been using this long enough to tell you if I prefer this over that, but I do like it just as much, so I'm really impressed. And I don't know if I'll get the full size yet, depends how I feel about it. But yeah, pick this up in the Marie Curie magazine because it was only like £4, so, and that's in the clear. I think it only comes in clear, I'm not actually sure. Next thing I want to mention is the Maybelline Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner, which is 24 hour, and this is in black. Just dropped my brush on the floor. Basically, my favourite eyeliner is the Inglot Gel, the 77 one, like, you know, jet black one. And basically, that is very hard to get, like, if you live in the UK, apart from if you live, like, in London. It's not hard to get, but the delivery is, like, about £5. So by the time you bought the eyeliner, it's about £20, even though the eyeliner itself is, like, £12. But by the time you pay for like shipping and everything, it just gets expensive, and the shipping isn't that quick either. So basically, as I'm not like, I don't really live near London, I don't really go into like central London, I just decided to just get the Maybelline one, because to be honest, this is literally like exactly the same. I would just say that the staying power isn't as like long as the Inglot one. Like, when you put the Inglot one on, it literally just doesn't come off all day long. Like, I always suffer with like my eyeliner coming off like here in the inner corner, and like sometimes if I wear it in my waterline, unless I set it with a black eyeshadow. But yeah, this is just as good. It just doesn't have the staying power that the Inglot one does. But I always tend to set my gel liner with the NYC black liquid liner anyway. Yeah, I really like this as a dupe for the Inglot one. So if you are like me and you don't really want to be paying so much like money for the shipping and everything, then I'd recommend trying out this before trying the Inglot one, because you might prefer it. I don't know. I'd probably ordered the Inglot one off Amazon or something, unless someone knows of like any like English websites in the UK that I can get it faster and like not have to pay so much shipping. But yeah, that's the Maybelline 24 hour gel eyeliner. I used to use this for like years, but then I used to like, I just stopped using gel liner completely, and then only sort of the past like 6 months I got back into using it again. But then I only just got back into using this for the past few weeks, so yes. And then the brush that I use to apply that is the Sigma Small Eyeliner B10 brush, and it's got a very fine like nib. Basically, nib, it's not pen. It's got a very fine brush tip. Basically, when I first ever bought this, I've had this for like a year or two, and when I first bought this I didn't like it because it took me ages to like do my eyeliner like across my lid. But it's really good for like doing winged eyeliner, and it's really good because it's so precise. So I really recommend this brush if you struggle with like winged liner or whatever. But it's really good because you can really get like in to your like inner corner and like in your waterline and everything, and it'd be really good for like cut crease. It would be really good for like cut crease work, like applying like small little details, or like even if you know when people do like those festival dots like above their eyebrows and underneath their eyebrows, it'd be really good for that. So yeah, I really love this brush, and I think it was only like £10 when I bought it. I don't think it's gone up since then, so yeah, I really enjoy using this. Next thing I just want to mention quickly, although I've mentioned this concealer like all the time and it's my favourite, but it's the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. But basically I just wanted to share with you, I don't know if they do this shade in England because I got this when I was in America, but this is the shade 20 Sand, and I really like using this to counteract like underneath my eyes like the darkness, because it's a very sort of yellow tone concealer. I don't know if you're able to tell. And then basically what I like to do is I'd like to go over with the number 15 just to brighten it. I'm so sorry about my hair. Yeah, I like to go over with the number 15 just to brighten it, and I find that this gives me like really good coverage, but it also like just gets rid of like the darkness underneath my eyes. I really recommend this if you're like similar skin tone to me and you like want to go out and buy like peachy concealer and all this sort of counteracting coloury jazz. So yeah, I just thought I'd add that in. Next thing I want to mention is an oldie but a goodie. I keep bringing out like my old products that I used to love. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder, and I'm not sure if you can still get this in England, but you can get it like on Amazon and everything. And if you live in America, then you'll be able to get this in like Target and like Walmart, places like that. Basically this is such a cheap bronzer, but it's so good. This is literally like, I'll just show you, this is literally like the perfect bronzer. You can't even see it on my finger but this is so good like if you're fair, and also if you've got like a medium sort of olivey skin tone. I really love this. And if you're more of a deeper skin tone, I'd say this would be really nice to contour with, as it's sort of warm but it's not too warm, like it's sort of in between. It's like a really nice shade. So I think that if you are pale, you could get away with this as a really nice subtle sort of bronze, but you do have to blend it in quite a bit if you're very fair. But put it this way, I've got this on today and I have no fake tan on, and this is literally like the perfect shade for me when I'm fake tanned and when I'm not fake tanned. So I absolutely love this, and I highly recommend it whether you're really fair, medium and deeper skin tone. I absolutely love this, and I think this cost me literally like $3 or something when I was in America, but you can probably pick it up in England like on Amazon for about £4, something like that. But I absolutely love NYC and their products. Like this is my second holy grail product by them. Next thing I just want to quickly touch down on is lip products. Now I just want to talk about this lip plumper, and I was actually sent this by the brand Instant Effects, which is For You by You. I will leave it on the screen. Basically I have a discount code if you would like to pick one of these up, so I will also leave that on the screen, which I think it's ChloLouiseMakeup. Basically what this is it's a lip plumper, and I really like to apply this when I'm applying like when I'm doing like my eye, because I do my eyes and my brows before I do like my face makeup. So what I like to do is I like to apply this, just apply a little bit to my lips whilst I'm doing my eyebrows or my eyeshadow, and I sort of, when I look, it doesn't feel like they've plumped up, but then when you look in the mirror you can see they just look the tiniest bit sort of fuller, and it doesn't make them look like you've got like massive Kylie Jenner lips, but it just looks so nice and sort of more plump. And I really like that when I'm applying like nude lipsticks like I have on today, I really like to have a more sort of plump look to my lips, and I really enjoy using this. And I really like how easy it is as well. You just unscrew the cap and then you literally just push this little button in and the product comes up. So I absolutely love using this, and I think this is around £30, but my discount code I think either gives you 30% or 20% off. So if you would like to purchase one of these yourself, then I will leave like my code and everything like in my description box and on the screen now. But yeah, I'm really grateful for the brand that sent me this, because I actually really like it and I've really enjoyed using this for applying my lip products. What I'll do is once I'm ready to apply my lipsticks, then I'll just tap like the excess product off with my finger, like I'll just rub it off my lip, and then I'll just apply like my lip product, because sometimes I find that otherwise it can be a bit too sort of I don't like to apply like a lipstick or whatever when I've got like a lip balm like on and it's very heavy, when it's a bit like almost not greasy, but do you know what I mean? Like you can feel it on your lip. Sometimes I like to just rub off the excess product, but yeah, I really like that. And I really like having a more sort of plump effect on my lips recently, especially with wearing like a nude lipstick. Next thing I want to mention is the combination that I have on today, and that is the NYX lip liner. This is one of the mechanical retractable ones. This is in the shade Natural. This is one of my favourite lip liners ever, and I actually have that on with the NYX lip lingerie in the shade Corset, and then I have the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Cookie Butter over that, and it literally has created like this perfect nude lip. Don't mind this here, I've just tried to turn it into a mole because it's a spot, and I sort of learned that off Daisy Perkins. So yeah, I absolutely love this lip combination, and these lip lingeries, I'm going to like order a couple more off ASOS tonight and hope that they arrive tomorrow with my free next day delivery that I get from ASOS, because I absolutely love this. Like look at, I'll just do a swatch of it on my hand. I will say these are very drying, like this one that I have, but the pigmentation, and like I really love the shade of this. This is it here, and then I'll just do a swatch of the lip liner and the lip gloss. And I have to say that NYX are literally like some of my favourite, they create my favourite lip products. Like these butter glosses, like they've always been my favourite, but this intense one is like so nice. Right, so here is the lip lingerie in Corset, here is the lip liner in Natural, and then here is the Cookie Butter Intense Intense Butter Gloss. So that's them all there on my hand. But this, I love the name of this as well, and it smells so nice. It literally just smells like sweets. And then the last thing I want to mention is the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick in Melted Sugar, and you've probably seen me wear this in a few of my videos now because I absolutely love this. Just squeeze so much out of the tube. This is the Melted Sugar liquid lipstick, and basically what I love about this is that sometimes, you know, when you wear like a liquid lipstick and it's matte, it can feel very drying after a while, hence why like with this today I've just got a lip gloss over it. But with this, I love the fact it doesn't dry matte, but it doesn't dry like super sticky. It sort of has almost like a sort of satin finish, but it is very pigmented. Like, you know, some satin lipsticks aren't that like pigmented and they'll just like rub off, whereas this actually lasts a really long time, and I absolutely love the colour. It's a more of a sort of pinky tone than like the NYX shade. You'll be able to see that has a lot more brown in it, whereas this is a lot more pink. Yeah, I absolutely love this, and I just love the formula. I don't know if I'd get like the other shades of this, like there's a bright pink in that, because that's just not my thing. Like I don't like myself in pink, like bright pink. I would love to get the chocolate ones because I love like browns. If you have any recommendations of any other shades I should pick up in these, then let me know. But I prefer like nudes and that to wear like when they're more sort of, have a more sort of satiny, glossier finish. But I absolutely love this, and I love the smell of it as well. It smells like, it most smells similar to the NYX one. Yeah, they're very similar, but I absolutely love them. So that's it for my current June favourites. I really hope that you enjoyed this favourites video, guys, and I'm really sorry about me being so absent on my YouTube channel. As I keep saying, I've been moving and I've been really like stressed out by it all, but I hope to be getting back into like filming and everything. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next ones. Take care, bye. Just got all of that lip stick in my hair, and my hair's gonna smell like strawberries.